If you're a Waves plugin user, be sure to check out this video. I recently had a problem while updating my plugins to Waves 12 and I wanted to share my story so this doesn't happen to you. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to Distinct Mastering. My name is Freddie. I'm a mastering engineer, producer, DJ, and president of Sleeping Giant Music. For over 2 decades I've helped artists grow their careers, and now I'm here to help you with your music production skills. If you'd like a free stereo mastered sample from me, be sure to check the link below in my description. Now let's chat about the problem I had with Waves 12 plugin updates. So I updated to Waves 12 and I had some productions going on, and typically I like to use audio units. Now I produce in Ableton, but I do use Pro Tools for a lot of other things, especially recording and mastering. But while producing, Ableton seems to be my favorite program at the moment. And I like the audio units because it's nice and organized in my Ableton. Now, some of you might say, oh, you need to use VST, audio units are not that good. But, you know, whichever one works for you is what you should use, in my opinion. Now, I know VST is cross-platform. You can use it both on PC and Mac, so there is a benefit there. But after updating to Waves 12, I realized that on one of the productions I was working on, I realized that on a Darko remix that I was working on, when I exported my file, that one of my plugins, which was the H delay, didn't bounce out. Now, it worked perfectly fine in the session, which was odd, but there were some other productions that I had going on and remixes for clients that I was having these troubles with. Now, sometimes you didn't notice it because the plugin might not be doing a lot, but a big delay was very noticeable. So I noticed that upon export when listening back to the mix. And so what I ended up doing was I realized this was a problem. I thought at first maybe it was an update issue and they'd have an update. But I ended up calling Waves support, and I'm not knocking Waves at all. They were great. They had great support. They called me back. They did tell me, though, something that struck me funny. They said, we do not support audio units. Now, I understand that audio units are very common and it worked before. But after the Waves 12 update, it just seemed to stop working, which I thought was very odd. And for this day and age, I feel like you should support audio units. So I have to now remember to use VST for that specific plugin. And I probably should convert over to VST altogether, but I still do like the look and organization of the audio units in my Ableton plugin browser. So I wanted to share my story. You know, sometimes Waves plugins are great. This time I found that it was a problem. And some things that you should consider. You know, Waves plugins are good plugins, so should you buy them? Yes, they're cheap. They get the job done. But I do find that I use a lot of other plugins over Waves these days. I've been using Waves plugins for over 20 years or so, and I love them, but I find myself using them less and less. Now, there are a couple go-tos that I consistently use to this day. So it is a little workaround for me to have to remember to load VST, but I wanted to tell my story, to share this with you so you don't have the same problem that I had when exporting my tracks and finding that my plugins were not working. So hopefully that helps you out. And that's my story after updating to Waves 12. Hopefully this does not happen to you, but if it has, leave a comment down below and we can chat about it. If we've never worked together before and you'd like a free stereo master sample from me, be sure to check the link below in my description. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and the bell notification will keep you up to date. Once again, my name is Freddie from Distinct Mastering, and have a great day.